Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Come 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Eagles at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Hacking 18. 60 Maverick.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
On first and 10, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so... Defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get this up near midfield, but then still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey. 18, pioneer.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put him for. Even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This pass hauled in by Dotson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Let's go now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a first carry for their fullback. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Throwing is Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Up the middle they go. Foot, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And some space here.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft
in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check, bounce pass. Hey, smash circle.
They'll set up a throw. And Allen's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They run the counter. Foot. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin them deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right.
15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, 15.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Here's Mahomes, and he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Finding Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Catch! 18, Pioneer!
He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down this stretch. A huge win.
So for the Eagles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time.